2023 and welcome to another year of the Bond Room Unlocked. So what are your plans for the year? An exotic location maybe? A fan event? That much needed piece of memorabilia? Or is it simply just reading more Bond related books? Let me know in the comments below. Now I'm going to share with you my plans for 2023 here at TBRU, and we'll also hear from 4 Bond fans and their ideas for all things Bond over this year. Over to you, Ian.
Hello everyone. So my Bond resolution is around filming locations. Now last year I was able to go to Austria to see the Formula One, which, as you'll see from behind me, is another great passion of mine. Now, while I was there, I took some time out in Vienna, and of course, some of The Living Daylights was filmed in Vienna. So I went round some of the sites in an afternoon and found quite a few interesting places. Perhaps more to come on that in another video. Anyway, that got me thinking. Another place I'd like to go to, a little closer to home, is somewhere that we all see, of course, roll up on the credits of Octopussy and GoldenEye. That, of course, is the Nîmes Valley Railway, where they shot quite a few of the action scenes. So, my plan is to go along armed with a few freeze frames from where they did the locations in the films, and then have a look at what I can find and compare to how it was then to how it is now. So, hope to be able to give you a further update on that at some time in the future.
Thank you, Ian, and you are in luck because Octopussy is 40 years old this year. Yes, 40 years. So there will be definitely some events across the community for this Roger Moore film. So keep an eye on the Bond notice board. Now, it's always good to get to a location or to a Bond meetup. And meet like-minded fans, and this year will be no different, with some events definitely in the pipeline, from On the Tracks Martin Mulder, the Shaken Not Stirred Facebook group with Matthew Wood and Nick Fentiman will have an event, and of course the brand new 007 GB fan club in which I'm playing a social media role, so watch this space. Let's hear from Nigel, a big Bond memorabilia collector, just like myself.
Hello Vicky, and thank you so much for inviting me to your excellent YouTube channel, The Bond Room Unlocked. So, my New Year's resolution for Bond this year is to re-evaluate the classic Roger Moore film, Octopussy, which celebrates its 40th anniversary. So my question is to Bond fans, does this film deserve a better rating than what it gets at the moment? My second New Year's resolution is to involve my partner Christy and my son into more of the Bond events that will be taking place in the UK, and to increase their knowledge on all things Bond. So with that, I wish you all a happy new year and keep bonding. So long, Bond fans.
Nigel is certainly going to get some of his wishes fulfilled this year, because we have the anniversaries of said Octopussy. We have 60 years from Russia with Love and 50 years for Live and Let Die. So thanks again, Nigel. Neil, what about you?
Norfolk Agent here with my New Year's Bond resolutions. I think first of all, probably try and appreciate the films in the series I don't particularly like. Your Thunderballs, your Moonrakers, your Casino Royales. Give them a proper look, give them a proper chance. That's probably the first thing I'll do.
Absolutely agree. It is always good to reevaluate the films. And I don't make any bones about it that I don't have the love for the 2021 film No Time to Die. In fact, my DVD still sits unopened on my shelf. So maybe it's time for me to take the wrapper off and give it another watch. Don't get me wrong, there are parts and elements of the film that I love, but because of the end, it always puts me off.
Okay, I watched all of the films bar Live and Let Die in the cinema this year, but I don't watch them enough, or if I do, it's the same few films, and, you know, try and spread what I watch and when I watch it, and actually watch them rather than, you know, have it on in the background.
I'm a real advocate for watching a Bond film properly, whether it be on DVD or Blu-ray or at the cinema. I'm not a fan of watching a rerun of the Bond films on TV because of the adverts and the cuts that they make, or if you've just got it on in the background. For me, that's not watching the film properly. Sitting down properly, taking it in and really absorbing the action. That's what I love.
Take part in more online events. As we know, Victoria does her potluck quiz once a month, and that was fun. And I'd like to do that more, and do more online stuff. You know, even if it's just, you know, chats with other Bond fans on like a Zoom call or what have you. Because I don't know many Bond fans in this part of the world, so it'd be nice to talk to them face to face more.
Online events are very popular now, particularly since COVID. And as Neil mentioned, TBRU has a quiz with a difference that we put on every month. Think you know everything about Bond? Then you've not took on this quiz. Now, the dates are always posted on the TBR Facebook group, so you need to join that to take part in the quiz, and it is limited numbers. It was very popular last year, and I hope it continues to grow.
Take a Bond car on a track day. That'd be cool. I know some people who own Lotuses, and not DB5, but like a DB9 or the Vantage. You know, that'd be nice to drive a proper Bond car. I've driven lots of cars in my life, but not a proper, like a DB5 or an Esprit. That would be something I'd like to do this year.
Neil is talking about the big cars here, but what about the small ones? Any followers of the Bond Room Unlocked know that this is essentially a page and a YouTube channel about memorabilia. So again, my focus will be seeing this 27, 28 this year Bond collection continuing to grow, with new sets being added and old sets being completed and a few premier items thrown in.
Happy New Year, Bond Room Unlocked. My New Year's resolution is probably a little different than most, but, you know, I know a lot of the New Year's resolutions people never keep anyway. But this is one that, you know, I really want to work on harder, even though I do stay connected, you know, to my Bond friends. I feel like I really need to do more in that area. Just to tell you something real quick that happened to one of my Bond friends in the United States. He called me last night. We were out, of course, you know, for New Year's Eve. And I took the call in a more quiet room, and we started talking, and he said, "Did I tell you that I had a fire in March?" And I said, "I don't remember you telling me you had a fire." And so he proceeded to tell me the circumstances, and that, you know, he was lucky at the time that his son bought a house not long after the fire, and they had a place to go to and live. And while the house is being repaired, and also he told me some of the things he really loved in Bond that were destroyed in the fire. So, you know, I honestly feel that, you know, a lot of people need to reconnect with people they know in Bond, and not just in the groups, but, you know, privately, and see what's going on in their lives. You know, you don't know unless you make the effort. So that is my New Year's resolution. And Victoria, you may get a call. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.
I think this is a fantastic resolution, and one that many of us, myself included, overlook. Is there a face on social media that you haven't seen for a while, or if they haven't responded actively on a page? Drop them a message. See how they are. Doesn't even have to be about Bond. I mean, so much is going on in our lives at the moment, just surviving through the cost of living, that just reaching out and just saying to someone, "Hello, how are you?" speaks volumes. The power of communication. That's what we need. Brilliant, Denise. Thank you. So that's it for the bond resolutions of 2023. If you have enjoyed this episode, then give it an MI6 stamp of approval and click on the notifications below. And why not subscribe to the channel? Reach out and join the Bond Room Unlocked community. We're on Facebook and Instagram too, with loads more content. Special thanks go out to Ian, Nigel, Neil, and of course Denise for giving us an insight into their plans for 2023. Whatever you are doing and whatever TBR is doing, we are here. So thanks for joining, and I'll see you soon at the Bond Room Unlocked. Oh, Neil's got another resolution.
Actually make it up to a meet-up. I don't know where that'll be, whether it'll be London or wherever. There's talk of one in Norwich, but whether that'll happen or not, I don't know. But yeah, I'd like to meet a lot of the people that I talk to on a daily basis but never actually spoke to before. It'll be good to, you know, put people together, if you know what I mean.